Live on GBC24 and GTV. Good evening, it's time for News Hour. My name is Yoko Kwakutre.
I am Shirley Annan.
The news in detail. The Supreme Court has dismissed the suit filed by the flag bearer of the DPP, Thomas Ward-Brew, against the Electoral Commission, praying it to suspend the upcoming general election. The 7-member panel of judges, chaired by Justice Sophia Edinyira, described the suit as lacking merit both in form and substance. The court also awarded a 3,000 cedi cost against Mr. Ward-Brew. Mr. Ward-Brew argued that at the time the Supreme Court ordered the Electoral Commission to extend the nomination period for disqualified presidential aspirants to amend their forms, he was out of the jurisdiction and therefore did not get the opportunity to correct his errors. He was therefore praying the court to order the EC to allow him amend his nomination form to enable him participate in the presidential election.
The court, however, held that its jurisdiction cannot be invoked in a matter which had already been dealt with. The court said the claim by Mr. Ward-Brew that he was outside the jurisdiction is frivolous and of no substance. Justice Edinyira said his party is not a one-man party, and under CI 94, any member of the party could have submitted the nomination forms on his behalf. The Supreme Court initially wanted to strike out the suit on grounds of procedural errors, but Mr. Ward-Brew pleaded with it to consider the substance of the suit and not the errors.
The clock is ticking fast on to election 2016. The various political parties are pulling surprises at each other, all in a bid to win the polls. One such strategic move is to make incursions in an opponent's stronghold. The Vice President Kwesi Misa Arthur crossed to Chebi, considered a stronghold of the NPP, hometown of the NPP flag bearer. He made a point for the NDC to be re-elected to continue with the numerous projects the area has witnessed under President Mahama. Nuto Bibini Nuto has more.
The rally took place in an area considered as the firewall of the NPP. It was a bold political move by the ruling NDC to have fielded Oreku Amofa as parliamentary candidate for the Buakwa South seat. The party carefully chose the candidate, who is a former member of parliament for the area, former deputy minister under ex-president Rawlings, a native of Achima Buakwa, and most of all, hails from the same royal family as the NPP flag bearer, Nana Akufo-Addo. Some NDC stalwarts delved deep into the backgrounds and achievements of the two leading contenders, President John Mahama and Nana Akufo-Addo, in the Achim Abuakwa traditional area.
Nana Akufo-Addo MP for 12 years. Munche ade odi ko krom ha. Nanso no NDC ba ye no e kwan ye free kwan we ho ba ha no ye di ko ta gusu ba krom ha sei. Abuakwa State College ai wo chebi MPP bedi mfia nwotwe. Penti kura ma mfa bianka classroom ba kokura ho. NDC nya ba ye pa a me ba ye minister for the Eastern region. And ye kwa ye 6 classroom block ba ko and ye 12 classroom block ba ko. And now I'm 6 form complex no so ejato mu and nibuso miansa kura ye wura sanisu nati hai. We went and rehabilitated the Buakwa 6 form complex. Ko Nsutam Senior High School na ko esa ne ya dane school nani abrosa huru ayesi amawom ko Osino Secondary School na ko ya abrosa ayesi ho afa ko AME Zion Oltafo na ko ni aye ho afa ko Osiamu dia. Choboy.
Vice President Kwesi Mr. Arthur said he was confident that Mr. John Mahama will deliver a one-round victory in the December 7 elections.
Bibiara ewo krom ha eye ade papa no NDC na de bae. Nso ye to aba na bodi enhwambo. Ye to aba na NDC maka egu pese mo hye mebo se NDC ade papa ya no monso mwenya ho faso a monso mo beto aba ama NDC pese mo ho mo ma mo nsa so mo beto ama NDC a yase beto aba na macho me na bakrom Also, what about 20 on the Chrome Hanne? Now, for slow, I feed there. Yes, Robia. Yes, Robia. Police for IGP Akache and say, Menstro, Potuaba.
With this bold inscription on the back wall of the opposition NPP, the party faithful exuded confidence the 2016 polls is a done deal for the NDC.
The flag bearer of the Progressive People's Party PPP, Dr. Papakwesi Indum, has rounded up his campaign in the Volta region with a promise to build rice milling factories in the region if he wins the presidential election. Dr. Indum said at a rally that rice farming has the potential to lift the people of the region out of poverty and turn the region into a hub for the export of rice into the ECOWAS market. Winifred Efum reports.
When he arrived at Penyi in the Ketu North constituency, the people were anxiously waiting for him. He told them that a PPP government will be committed to their welfare.
You should vote for somebody who is helping your region, someone who is bringing jobs to your region, someone who is helping develop your region, and that is the person you should vote for. Go away, go away, PPP, PPP, PPP.
He introduced Cynthia Liberty as the parliamentary aspirant of the PPP for the area. From there, the campaign train stopped at Dabala in the South Tong district. He told the people that his agenda of building rice factories across the Volta region is to support farmers to get value for money. He introduced Mr. Wisdom Vosa as the PPP parliamentary aspirant. The campaign team then continued to Adidome in the Central Tong district. Dr. Indum told the people that the Volta region will benefit immensely if he is given the green light to govern the country on December 7.
Vote for yourself this year. Vote so that you can get better water to drink, so that you can get better roads to travel on, so that your schools will be better for you.
Mepe, a town close to Bato in the North Tong district, was the last port of call on the itinerary of the campaign team. He said his strategy of campaigning in small towns is to ensure that his message gets to the doorsteps of the people in the rural areas. The Ejumera promised to build dams to help irrigate farms in all the districts across the region.
When you give your votes to somebody for such a long time, that person must help you. That person must thank you properly. That person must make sure that your children go to school and that you have much better roads, that you have good drinking water, and that there are jobs and jobs and jobs and jobs.
He introduced Mr. Prosper Kudochi as aspirant for the area. Winifred Efum, GBC24, Volta region.
Throw away, PPP.
Still on the campaign trail, the NPP is giving itself 18 months to change Ghana for the better if it comes to power. At a rally in Tamale, its presidential candidate, Nana Akufo-Addo, said his team is competent enough to put the economy back on track and improve living conditions. In addition to the one district, one factory policy, the party plans to give the northern region 2 processing factories, one for groundnut and the other for sugar.
Tamale, the northern regional capital, came alive with the arrival of the NPP flag bearer and his team. Motorbike riders were at their best, showing off their skills. Vehicular and human traffic made it difficult for the team to make their way through to the rally grounds. They finally arrived to a thunderous welcome. The Northern region has about 31 constituencies. Out of this number, the NPP has only 10. During the NPP's tenure, the Northern region benefited from a number of projects including the school feeding program, capitation grant, livelihood empowerment program, LEAP, roads and health facilities, among others. The NPP hopes to win more parliamentary seats and win more than 50% of the popular vote in the presidential elections. The team assured the people of their commitment to make their lives better if they get voted into power.
The NPP, our manifesto, is going to empower women. We are going to bring money into the hands of women.
He's telling the people of Ghana that if you make him the president, the first thing that he's going to do is that every district in Ghana, one district, one factory. And so in the northern region, at least, with your 26 districts, every one of these 26 districts will have one major factory that is going to provide jobs for the people of the north.
A former Minister of State, Hajia Alima Mahama, said Nana Akufo-Addo sees beyond tribe and is interested in the country's total development. Speaker after speaker encouraged the gathering to vote for the NPP for the needed development. The Deputy Minority Leader, Mr. Dominic Nitiwul, said the NPP will construct military, police and prison hospitals in the 3 regions of the north if voted into power. Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia said Ghanaians are suffering and it is time to make a change.
We want change because we want a government of integrity, a government that can deliver the goods for us, a government that can reduce our suffering, a government that can think far, a government with vision. And that is the government of Nana Akufo-Addo, and that is the government we are going to begin to see in 16 days' time. And when we transform this economy under Nana Akufo-Addo.
Nana Akufo-Addo asked Ghanaians to vote en masse for the NPP and pledged to change the fortunes of the nation within 18 months.
And we have the opportunity to put Ghana on a different path, a path of progress, a path of prosperity, a path of hope, and a path of prospects for the young people of our country.
Still in the northern region, the Convention People's Party says it will complete a 71-kilometer road along the Eastern Corridor, which links Ghana with 3 West African countries if it wins the December 7 elections. The party says due to the huge economic potential of the northern region, completing the road will further boost trade and strengthen economic links with the ECOWAS market.
The 71-kilometer road links Bouquet in Tamale to Togo, Benin and Nigeria. According to the CPP, Ghana stands to benefit immensely in cross-border trades if the road network is upgraded. Provisions have been made by the party to construct that stretch of the road in its first year in office. The paramount chief of Tatale advised the team to maintain peace at all times. He added that the paramountcy, in collaboration with other institutions, has rolled out several programs aimed at promoting peace during and after the elections. He advised the CPP to continue its campaign devoid of insult and vilification. Addressing supporters at a rally in Tatale, the first vice chairperson of the CPP, Hajia Hamdatu Ibrahim, educated the people on the voting process. She also advised them not to sell their vote, but vote for a candidate who will serve their interest. Mr. Ivor Kobna Green Street spoke about the CPP's plan and policies for the northern region. He also introduced the party's parliamentary candidate, Sechim Komba, to the electorate at Gushegu. The CPP promised to solve the water crisis facing parts of the region.
For 24 years, MPP and NDC, they have been coming here and promising you, coming here and promising you, coming here and promising you. Have they delivered? Have they delivered? No. Have they delivered? No. Then we are pleading with you. This year, we are going to make a change in Gushagu constituency. We are going to make a change in Gushagu constituency.
The campaign continued to the Tonu district. The team first held talks with the chiefs and people of Nyankpala. The regent of Yona, Abdullahi Andani, recalled some developmental projects the area benefited from during the Nkrumah era. He appealed to the CPP to ensure that the area gets its fair share of development if it wins power. Mr. Greenstreet promised to address all their concerns if it gets the nod. The team also called on the regent of Tonu, Yona Yakubu Abdullahi. Rice is one of the staples grown in this community. Farming here is seasonal because it is dependent upon the rain. The flag bearer of the CPP promised to invest in irrigation if it wins the December 7 election so that farming in the area will be all year round.
Since constitutional rule in 1992, we have not seen or witnessed the kind of expansive developments we would have expected or desired as a people. And so clearly there's still the need to pursue the unfinished business of the party, which is to achieve economic independence for our people and make sure that the wealth of this nation is shared equitably amongst the people.
The campaign tour ended at Savelugu. Here, the CPP mentioned a microfinance scheme for women, shea butter factories, introduction of modern farming, and potable water as some of the key interventions for the area.
The presidential candidate of the National Democratic Party, NDP, Nana Kunedu Ajiman-Rawlings says the NDP will work to create job openings and reduce trade barriers which hinder sustainable growth and social well-being of Ghanaians. Campaigning in the Eastern region, Nana Kunedu Ajiman-Rawlings said Ghana's economy needs a new lease of life.
The campaign team of the National Democratic Party NDP, led by the flag bearer Nana Kunedu Ajiman-Rawlings, was in Odumase Krobo in the Eastern region to canvass for votes. Addressing a mini rally, the flag bearer of the party said the Ghanaian economy has been stagnant and poverty is staring at the faces of the people due to mismanagement of resources. According to her, the solution lies in changing the government in power.
NDP okay? Enough is enough. What can I mean? Enough is enough. Catch over. Toboy. Over. Okay, was she can't shut. Oh, Peter was CB or Mammy fair, oh, Muji. Abe, Ego. She, okay, Nibi, was no fan or here. Transforming lives. Okay, Muji, a show no care or hello. I've been there. Go fair one thought to enjoy. You want to one I guess you were mine. One time I guess you will be now make the school now, and none of more. You want I guess one America or woman. I mean, here which one I meant to. Now I can look on Bashia. Can one time one and I can. Best I knew of a mini.
The team made a stopover at Somaya and interacted with the electorate at the GPRTU lorry station. Some party executives said an NDP government will put the interest of Ghanaians, especially those in the rural areas, first in every move if it wins the polls on December 7. The party explained that it would do this through the establishment of local enterprises and skills development programs. The inhabitants of Asisewa were the next to host National Democratic Party's campaign team. Here, the message was centered on bridging the inequality between the rural and the urban Ghanaian. Also high on the campaign agenda was creating jobs for the youth in order to improve upon their livelihood. In the Eastern Regional Capital, Koforidua, the flag bearer of the NDP and some members of the party paid a courtesy call on the chief and leaders of the New Drabin Traditional Council. The Nakunedra Rawlings asked the people of New Jabing and all Ghanaians to vote for the NDP because the party believes in accountability. According to Nana Kunedra Rawlings, creating transparency in government would drastically reduce corruption in government.
Meanwhile, the NDP is promising that agriculture in the Afram Plains would receive a major boost through various projects if it wins the December elections. The flag bearer of the party, Nana Kunedra Rawlings, says production development, infrastructural development, project coordination and management would increase agricultural output, improve household incomes and reduce poverty in the area.
Campaign trail of the National Democratic Party NDP has hit the Afram Plains district in the eastern region, which has a total landmark of about 540 square kilometers. It forms 1/3 of the eastern region. Addressing party supporters at Ichia Manfro, the presidential candidate of the party, Nakunedra Rawlings, said the district's economy is driven by agriculture due to the vast tracts of arable land, but in spite of its agricultural potentials to contribute significantly to the national economy, the district is plagued with myriad of challenges which would be addressed and dealt with if NDP comes to power.
Debia amanfono asem ewese efawo yese wo betu aba na oba be ka chese wo be sisa me masitna mu amame na vie na no na onim demidi na onim kan ya me faso na onim hospital amefa edura me nya no na emfawo ni e betu aba no abegina ho aba behwe Sami huyana na wejina radio so ejina TV so aka check me say what's some me masitna mu changing my life there be what's some kwa awudie enye yen.
At Donkokrum, the youth and the elderly received the NDP team and its flag bearer assured them of support if it wins the upcoming elections. Addressing the Deba, the General Secretary of the National Democratic Party NDP, Alhaji Mohammed Frimpong, reiterated that the NDP seeks to improve upon the livelihood of rural folks.
Ene momuno sabio yankola ene ya maamenom yakofia yakodanda ne se aduane baako kura 1 meal a day a yede be mankola no akwakoye maamenom kodanda bebo ana.
The elders of Donkokrum appealed to the party to help them with technical and vocational training centers. The flag bearer of the NDP, Nakunedra Rawlings, said that if NDP wins the elections, it will ensure that a vocational training center is established in all remote areas in the country to empower the youth.
I was say, I baby Aruba, who be sound say, tell me, ma, uncle, what or my no, Ebetumpong. If Sanana Ghana, yes, 60% youth. And Kolaya between 18 years and 35. When we are 60% of the population. And the young boy won't buy a let's just say young penny for cry. Young remember sorry, every year. Ya per se Moto Abana, Moto Emami. If you say a system near yet and fatter,
NDP says it would also support vulnerable parents in order to build a loving and supportive environment for their children. Oferiwa Daku, GBC24, Eastern Region.
The Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, with support from Star Ghana, organized a manifesto forum in Accra. This is a platform for political parties to explain key issues in their policy documents and for the electorate to listen and ask the questions. It forms part of GBC's efforts to deepening democracy.
The Ghana Broadcasting Corporation has over the years remained committed to playing its part in helping to deepen democracy in the country by giving all registered political parties an equal platform to sell their messages to the general public. This includes news coverage of rallies and programs by all political parties and the presidential encounters for all presumptive nominees to interact with the electorate. The Manifesto Forum is one of such flagship programs. In all, 4 political parties, namely the NDC, NPP, CPP and independent candidate Joy, had representatives present for the forum. They were given 15 minutes in turn to brief participants on their various manifestos and explain key points to them.
As captured in our manifesto, we have indicated that there is a need for us to improve early childhood education. By so doing, we have put together a policy to make sure that every single institution in this country, every single basic school institution has an early childhood development center so that the children can have early education before they start even primary education.
What is the MPP saying? The MPP's manifesto says that we want change. Change that is not born out of hatred or malice. The change we are calling for is not change that is based on tribalism and ethnicity, but it is change that is intended to remove some of the barriers to wealth creation and job creation as well.
The Nkrumahism is basically about 3 principles. 1 is the principle of social justice. 2 is the principle of self-determination. And the 3rd and final is the principle of Pan-Africanism. Social justice in the sense that we believe every Ghanaian deserves the right to livelihood that is sound, to livelihood that is filled with happiness, to livelihood that is filled with opportunities, and that no person should be discriminated against because of their natural makeup or their geographical location.
Political party system has failed this country terribly. That is why there is the need for us to consider an independent party, an independent candidate, who will be a no-party candidate. And such a person will be the person who will be able to garner this country with that energy and help us form that all-inclusive government which most of us yearn for.
After the presentation, the public had the opportunity to ask questions and seek clarification from the party representatives. The forum attracted members of NUCs, physically challenged members of the public, and some students.
It's still live on GBC24 and GTV. It's News Hour. We're taking a short break. Please don't go away.
My Ghana B. Nyakayo 2000. Ni MPP B. Ghana make my wa. Petro one year way. Washida jina me ba. Nang me petro me boom 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 ke awo. Ameka nutumo wa mani me atolai. Seri ni ma atolai na nuye ameka political talk. Neka gba me no. Me na me be ko ke wa fon shiki wa me. Kaje ni ngone ninje chale po e wa na spon lo. Kwatika so be fra utuma e ati enidin. Ni wo chekufo ke akafi eje esa ma sivaja fi paano alo kawo pene kwa kawo te e na fi nyuma koni ekesa ma koni ma ya no ma hwele bona fe ni wo bi kawo nyemme ni na no tumo na mbatwe na me na no tumo ko na metu ni won kan nyemme nyanya no nyaale jem tuaso.
Vote for honest, pragmatic and decisive leadership. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC. JM Tuaso.
Elections are everything but dull. The rallies are massive and exhilarating. Radio and TV shows are exciting and we speak our minds with clarity. Politicians make promises with certainty. But we must keep our eyes on the bigger picture. As we gather to discuss issues of concern during the 2016 elections campaign season, we must speak to those we disagree with in a tolerant and respectful manner. And when the day comes, Let's go to our local polling stations, join the queues, wait our turn, and vote peacefully for our preferred candidate. And when the dust settles, Ghana must be the only winner. As citizens, this responsibility to our country is sacred. Shun violence, vote in peace, love Ghana.
Hey, Auntie Maggie. Rally papa bi a ekoso krom no wan. Rally papa bi a me koye. Ene hu bo sha akese. E na wo gina ha wa hye dwa. Sister Nioma na yenko.
Se we dia yate abre. Mre bi etwam. Na masema awerefo.
Sa?
Die na me ne mma bedi mpo na ede.
Hey,
mami. Ene pa ya bro bom e kire ye se. Ye susu ni beti me gira ye na so aye bibi. E bie de next ye be crash. What's right and send you did jack, sir? Me pelby, I was see a dear warrior.
Nasama me chrono sheriff.
Or bar penny, Dr. Mrs. Cunedwaj my Rollins. One on the middle nature, dear rally. Obian Toma, Nana Cunedwaj my Rollins. One that also me.
NDP, our nation, our future.
Hello again, my name is Marius Ogbete. We get to talk some business. Now, UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon is optimistic US President-elect Donald Trump will drop plans to quit a global agreement that seeks to reduce carbon emissions. Speaking at this year's UN conference on climate change, Mr. Ban said the Paris Agreement cannot be stopped by any one country. Ghana, we talk banking. GCB Bank says making quality banking just a click of a button away is the core of its operations. The bank has introduced the GCB mobile banking service to enable customers to transact all their banking businesses anytime, anywhere.
Mobile banking is an integral part of banking services across the world, and Ghana has also latched onto this service. Its advantages include good security, easy access, and a variety of applications for smartphones, giving account holders control over their money. So, GCB Bank has introduced the GCB mobile banking service to allow customers to transact business with the bank at any point at leisure. With the GCB mobile banking service, customers can perform various financial transactions right from their phone and control the privacy of their accounts. According to GCB, the platform is on the USSD. Therefore, customers do not need internet connection to use the platform. It also comes with SMS alerts on transactions, check account balance, mini statement, top-up phone credit, and intra-account transfer. The Chief Operating Officer of GCB Bank, Mr. Samuel Sapong, said the uniqueness of the GCB mobile banking service is its linkage to customers' traditional mobile money account.
All that you need is once a customer comes into your location to buy a good, basically you have a GCB account, you can accept the payment. You just tell the customer to transfer the money or the payment into your GCB account. No checks, no cards if you don't want to accept cards. But it's that simple, and GCB brings this to you today.
The head of customer banking at GCB Bank, Doris Wunu, said GCB is offering its customers the best products and banking services across board.
This is a good opportunity for you to grow your business, a good opportunity for you to collect your receivables, a good opportunity for you to collect your cash. Anybody walks into your shop or your office and you can collect your money, which goes straight into your account.
Users of GCB mobile banking service can also use the platform to buy airtime, pay bills to merchants such as DSTV, GoTV, transfer funds from GCB accounts to another GCB account, and also pay the fees of the awards. GCB Bank says customers can hook onto the GCB mobile money platform by dialing *422# to register.
The interbank market today, the cedi appreciated by 3 pesos against the pound sterling and depreciated by a peso against the US dollar. The pound sterling is selling at 4 cedis 94 pesos and the US dollar 3 cedis 98 pesos. To bring you latest prices of major commodities on the international market. And that was business.
Hey, Auntie Maggie, I'll papa be a cost from the wine. Rally papa be a McCoy. Any who bosh a cassia, and I would deny how I shall draw. Sister Newman and a young
so where the Yatiabre, and maybe a trim, Nama Samara, dear, not many Mabed Imponadi. Hey, Mammy, and a fire problem extra, say. Yes, you bet me, and that's why you do. The baby, then let's the baby crash. What's right and send you did Jack, sir? Me Pelby, I was see a dear warrior.
Nasama, me chrono shame
or bar penny, Dr. Mrs. Cunedwaj, my Rollins, one on the midnight, and a rally. Obian Toma, Nana Cunedwaj, my Rollins, one that toss me.
NDP, our nation, our future.
"35-year-old Mary Akoto is suffering from breast cancer. She is urgently seeking funds to undergo surgery at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Viewers are warned some of the pictures may be disturbing."
Madam Mary Akoto was diagnosed with breast cancer 2 years ago. She suffers severe seizures with blood oozing out of her breast frequently, which eventually leaves her unconscious. Mary says her dream of furthering her education has become a nightmare as she has spent all her earnings on treatment. Due to her condition, she is unable to engage in any active work. Even though she is a mother of a 6-month-old baby, she is unable to feed her. Doctors say Mary needs 25,000 Ghana cedis to undergo surgery at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Anyone who wishes to support her should kindly send all donations to Williams Moore Kwesi Teku Enterprise, Fidelity Bank, Medina Branch, account number 105 045 091 6012, or mobile money number Mary Teku 0245 446 515. No amount is too small.
Guys, not to doctor, my back. Me demo got drawing board in the sun. Na ma chere mu vat mu ye pa. Eya Ghana high mo. Ye kuta 17.5%. Me ba bam na se me di ade me. Meti sisi ki. Na me di abegina. Tene. Person.
Doctor, what's more power? We better pass from 17.5% and about 3%.
Men cannot.
That's why I have job with 2.5%. Next, I got 2.5%. That's why better.
Little president, it's a man you winning. The 3% and I share get fund. But no super better about 3%. The better a boom mine.
Let's just say, Sana, you could negative 2.5%.
That's I don't go at insurance. Doctor.
Vote for honest, pragmatic, and decisive leadership. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC. JM Twaso.
Hello, good evening. An update from happenings in the world of sports. To some good news from Cameroon, where Ghana senior national women's team, that's the Black Queens, held their Nigeria Super Falcons to a pulsating 1-1 drawn game in the second Group B game at the ongoing Africa Women's Cup of Nations in Cameroon. The result means that both of them still have a chance of qualifying if even they draw their last game or even win. That's all for sports.
Hello, good evening. Time for some art news. My name is Valerie Danso. International artist Akon has been named as climate change ambassador at the just ended COP22 in Marrakech, Morocco. Here are highlights of an interview with the singer. Nyamidia is a budding gospel musician. She says the biggest challenge virtually unknown artists face is finding someone to invest in them financially. Her debut song, Oye Ohene, features SP Kofi Sapon.
I've been in for some time, but this is my first album.
Okay.
Though. But one thing I know is Habakkuk 2:3 says something, that the vision is for an appointed time.
Okay.
In God's time, it will come and it will not tarry. So I believe this is God's time for this song to come out. Meeting producers, demanding certain things. So I just decided to just relax and wait upon the Lord. If God gives you the vision, He will provide for it. You will not go to exchange yourself for something. So I just relax so that at the appointed time, it will speak for itself. This particular song is an old song. But 2014, I went through a difficult problem. And anytime I open my mouth to worship, this is the song I worship with. And immediately when I get home, I heard a voice, why don't you add this song to your tracks? So I called the engineer, Dave Joy, and I told him I'll be coming to your place. So I went there and we did.
And that's all in this segment. Have a good evening.
In the news for now, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back at 10:30 with News Tonight.
Until then, enjoy the rest of our programs.
Good evening.